What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Total Blast, where we talk about everything Marvel and the MCU. We're just days away from San Diego Comic-Con, where we got some major reveals and announcements from Marvel Studios. We have a lot of rumors concerning some of these announcements and projects. In the next few days, we might be doing some very comprehensive videos about some of these rumors. We'll try to separate facts from fiction. This will better help us to temper our expectations out of what will be coming out of all of these announcements. Today, I want to hone in on one specific rumor of interest and why we're totally living in a grain of salt territory. It is unannounced yet, but the industry has confirmed that World War Hulk movie is said to be in pre-development. Well, we'll be breaking down everything that is being said about World War Hulk and its possible impact on the Secret Wars. And as always, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on the post notifications so as to keep you in the know about all things Marvel and superheroes. So, before we start, guys, remember to take everything that doesn't come directly or officially from Marvel Studios with a grain of salt. But then on the flip side of the coin, sometimes it's actually the anonymous stuff on these Marvel Studios sub-direct that usually end up becoming true to the word. So do well to keep that in mind as we go into this. Now, this originally came from an apparent supposed announcement that was made at the 2022 SDCC or D23. The World War Hulk franchise was originally going to be a movie, but now it's been turned into a 4-part Disney Plus series. It may actually have some little theatrical release. This could actually be the big Avengers event right before Secret Wars, with tons of big characters. So firstly, I don't know how I feel about hearing that this may actually become a 4-part series for Disney Plus, because regardless of what you think, the quality disparity that is between the TV shows and the movie has been what it's been. It was heavily reported that the outlaying rights for Hulk and Namor that were tied up at Universal Studios before which was the actual reason they could not do a solo Hulk movie, but has been resumed by Disney and Marvel Studios. And then the reports and the recent confirmation that Namor is indeed joining the MCU confirms all of these reports of the rights of resumption from Universal and paved way for them to be able to do a solo Mark Ruffalo Hulk movie or project in the MCU, which eventually led to the industry insiders to report about the franchise coming up. Now, if you're wondering what's the connection, how rarely or often do reports of franchise that are coming to the MCU actually come into reality? I will actually tell you it's about 1000%. Now, as it stands, there are just too many people with pre-production for projects like this, and eventually someone like Deadline Variety, the Hollywood Reporter, once they get a beat on it, and if it actually gets reported, then we know it's coming. That's sort of where we are with World War Hulk. This weekend, when we began waiting, there was an announcement about what will be coming and what's actually coming. There is only a 1-hour panel and not 2-hour panels, just an hour. And in that 1-hour panel, they'll be covering Black Panther Wakanda Forever. They'll also be covering She-Hulk, even if it's just 10 to 15 minutes for each of these projects. That is actually at least half. They may not have tons of time to go into a brand new project announcement. They would have if they have a much longer panel like the panel of old. And again, this is because they actually have a big announcement that is coming at D23. And on that same note, they have tons of projects that are around the corner that could have easily offered a first look but aren't announced yet. At least something along the line of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Guardian of the Galaxy, Holiday Special Werewolf by Night, which has been rumored to be getting a first look, which is showing here as well. Something like even Secret Wars. Well, these are all upcoming projects that have been shot. They have a very likely chance of showing footages of those sort of things at San Diego Comic-Con Hall H. It must have been something quite new and exciting, or maybe it's a World War Hulk announcement, or maybe they'll bring Mark Ruffalo out, drop the title card, it's coming, which is quite incredible. But keep in mind, guys, that there's still so much in the pipeline to wrap up Marvel Phase 4 that hasn't had first look yet. Hulk is in a very awkward place in the MCU. Most likely because fans think it was actually unfairly depowered, to the extent of completely nerfed, and when we were waiting to see him have a rematch with Thanos in Avengers Endgame, he never got one. Instead, we got Professor Hulk. Even the Russos, in recent announcements, have used the word nerf to describe what they did to the Hulk, but we're now setting up for the return of Hulk, and he's actually been sidelined for a very long time. Thinking back to the Hulk of old, I really do think this is one thing left in the MCU Marvel Studios that fans are eager to see. This will be the chance to make things right for fans and give us one of the highest power level Hulk, which in all honesty is one of the things I would really want to see. Let me know what you think about all of this news in the comment section below and what you're hoping to see the most from this project and what you actually think or where you think the storyline goes from here. Please don't forget to like the story and to share. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.